Hi, my name is Shakuntala and I have been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I went through different regimens of chemo and also radiation in the first 2 years. After that, my oncologist sent me here at Temple Bone Marrow Transplant Unit to see if I qualify for a stem cell transplant. My doctor was Dr. Mangan, and my husband and I, when we first met him, and we instantly liked him. He was so compassionate, he was thorough, explaining everything in detail, and so patiently answered all of our questions. Besides him, we liked everyone in the department, from the receptionist to the other doctors, nurses, and we walked out with really good feelings. After a couple of weeks, we came here again for a tour of the floor in the hospital, and I fell in love with the clean, sunny rooms. And I decided right there that I don't want to go anywhere else for my transplant. So I actually had 2 transplants here. My first transplant was an autologous transplant because they couldn't find a donor, matched donor, for me, meaning there was no one in the NMDP registry whose HLA typing matched mine. So we went through autologous transplant where they used my own stem cells and treated it and put it back. Unfortunately, that didn't work well because my stem cell, being through so much treatment, so many regimens of chemo and radiation, were not producing healthy blood cells. I also developed secondary leukemia. In other words, I desperately needed something else to keep me alive. At the time, Dr. Mangan suggested that we consider closed matched donor transplant, closed matched in absence of perfect matched. This procedure had higher risk, obviously, but we did not have any other option, so we agreed. Fortunately, it worked well. Now I feel great. I still have minor complications problem, muscle pain here and there, but I feel great. I feel really, really lucky. And Dr. Mangan, my doctor, said that I am a miracle. So, you can get it from there, how lucky I am. We considered several other places also. But as I said, when I came here, saw the unit, we knew that we don't want to go anywhere else. And we are so happy that we made that decision. The people here are wonderful. The nurses, because nurses are the ones that interact with you all the time. And I still remember smiling faces of the nurses in the middle of the night. My social worker went out of her way to help me. I also remember this thing I want to share with you. One day, a few days after my transplant, when I was really feeling down, which is expected, Dr. Mangan came to visit me. He was not assigned to the floor. He just came in plain clothes. I wondered if I could have gotten that kind of care anywhere else. Everyone here, I just feel like extended family. And that is why I think this place is unique, because the people who work here. My family and I, we are grateful to Temple Bone Marrow Unit for giving us a second chance. A year after my transplant, I wanted to meet my donors, and she got back to me. Then we used to talk over phone almost a year. And then when my mother came to visit from India, she wanted to see her. Obviously, we all did. So she came. And she also came here at the unit here, met everybody. And now we see each other once a year. And she is my angel, in flesh and blood. 5 years after my transplant, my husband said, "Can you now say she's cured?" Then Dr. Mangan said, "Yeah, she's cured." So that probably was the best moment during all, this ordeal. I feel, and my family also feels, that we are very fortunate that we made the right decision to go to Temple. Like I said, we had seen other places, but I like Temple. Even after 6 years, when I come, everybody is so happy to see me. Right now I come once a year for my annual checkup, but everyone is so happy to see me, and I'm happy to see them too. So it's like an extended family. I really am happy that I chose Temple for my transplant. And I will recommend anyone who is considering to give a thought to those points, and you get personal touch.